So I wanted to kind of show you guys my little productivity ecosystem that I've built. So in the past I've tried different software like Notion, GoodNotes, even Apple Notes, and none of them fully did what I wanted them to do until I found this setup that I want to show you guys today. So this entire setup revolves around two pieces of software mainly. So the first one is this app called Obsidian, which is a proprietary note-taking application which uses markdown files for all of its notes. So for example, right here, this is one of my notes for learning Japanese. So this is all written in Markdown fully. I can even change the preview mode to source code, for example, so that it's like you can actually see that it is Markdown based. So I can do a heading. It's called test, and then yeah. So right now I'm in the source code mode, so that hash will be there still, but if I now change to the live preview, as long as my cursor isn't over the text, the hash disappears. So I can even make it a header 2 if I wanted to, or a header 3, and I can just write something else in here, and I can even close this header completely, so everything under this header is closed. It's completely invisible until you hit either these 3 dots or that little arrow up here. So yeah, that's that. And so the main kind of thing that I wanted to show you guys is how I use Obsidian to organize my entire life. So I've been using this ecosystem for around 2 weeks now, and yeah, it's been pretty good for me so far. So I've even started using it in school. I can even, let's see what I have in here. Let's do this one. So this is my math note that I did. So the cool thing is with Obsidian you can even extend it with community plugins which are open source. So yeah, like I said, Obsidian itself is proprietary, but I personally don't really care about it being open source or proprietary. The only concern some of you might have if you want to use this ecosystem is that someday Obsidian will be completely locked down and introduce a pay-only model. So imagine Obsidian is not free to use anymore, which I don't think will happen anytime soon, because Obsidian itself acts more like a gateway to their paid services like Obsidian Sync or what's the other one? I don't know. But yeah, so the core app is free and acts like a gateway to these paid services from Obsidian. So like I said, you can extend Obsidian with community plugins, and one of them that I have installed is Excalidraw. So you can handwrite notes right here, and can this is an entire canvas, an infinite canvas, basically a complete whiteboard, and it's per file as well. So I have multiple Excalidraw files. Let's see, for example, this one. This is the kind of the a sketch for how I wanted my little room here to look like. So yeah, that's that, and it's all an infinite whiteboard basically. So yeah, you can write down thousands of words in one single file or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, so to sync all of these nodes to my phone, for example, I use Obsidian in pair with a service called syncthing, which is an open source file sync application. I'm not gonna go into too much detail of how to set this up, but so basically you have to like add your Obsidian Vault, which is just a folder on your computer, to syncthing, and then you can set up so that your phone, for example, or your tablet syncs with your computer, and your computer basically shares the folder to all of your other devices. And for example, if you now edit a file on here, alright, so for example, I created a new node right now here in the main or in the root of the vault. So now if I exit out of this, so on iOS there isn't an official syncthing client yet. I hope there will be one sometime in the future, but for now I use this app called synctrain, which has been pretty good for me so far. So now if I open this, you see it will just start to sync and receive all the files that I edited on here, and it will also upload the changed files from the phone to my computer. So now the note that I created on my phone shows up on here. So, and I can even edit this on here. Okay, so now I added this, and then now I can just open up synctrain again. I think it might already be synced in. Let's see, Obsidian here. Yeah, right here. So now the text from here just shows up in here and so on. So yeah, that's basically the whole ecosystem. One con of synctrain that I have is it doesn't really allow you to synchronize everything in the background. I mean, well, yeah, it does, but on battery it didn't really work for me. So I have to, so every time I change something on here or something is changed on here, I have to manually open up the app every time and wait for it to receive all the files. And only then I can see everything that has changed in my folder structure here. So yeah, and a little bonus feature which I highly recommend you guys do is using a mesh VPN like Tailscale to have your devices always connected with each other, even if they're not on the same network. So for example, if I'm on my school's campus and on Wi-Fi, and this PC is randomly running at times, I can just connect to Tailscale and it will sync all of it together, even if my computer and my iPhone or my iPad aren't on the same network. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys do that if you wanna replicate this kind of setup. So yeah, also another thing that I wanna show you guys is the graph view in Obsidian. So this just shows you all of the nodes that you have in your vault here, and you can even set backlinks to other nodes by doing two square brackets, and then you can just, I don't know, let's do this one. So now this node, or well, yeah, this node is linked with binary numbers too. So now if I go to the graph view and look for the untitled one, untitled node, right there. So yeah, so this is the untitled node, and this just links to binary numbers too. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So you can like set backlinks to all of your nodes, and then you have a full mind map of every node that is connected to a main one. So for example, this topics node is connected to all of these. Yeah, so I have an exam coming up, so that's why I have so many of these notes about that. So yeah, that's kind of my ecosystem that I've built, and I hope you guys like this one, and yeah, see you guys